Tell me one time. What about now? What about now? What about now?
This song all about me little dog, and his name is
Rover.
I've got a little dog, I've had him from a pup. He's been a great companion and he's always cheered me up. But lately he's alarmed me on a regular basis. Regrettably my dog has become a bit of a racist.
Me that's a racist. How that be racist?
I first realised when walking round the park that he'd only growl at dogs who were dark. He smells their bums and then he sniffs their wheeze. But somehow he knows they come from overseas. He come from a long line of Jack Russells. He hates the idea of being governed by Brussels. Where he gets his views from it isn't hard to guess. His little lipstick pops up when he reads the Express. Ooh. It's embarrassing when you've got a racist dog. He always seems to take a shit outside the synagogue. And when it comes to Muslim dogs, he'll never shake their paw. He strongly opposes Sharia law. When we were out the other day, he went berserker because he saw a dog wearing a burqa. Maybe it's because he likes to see other dogs' faces. Or maybe it's because my dog, him a bit of a racist.
Me that's a racist.
When the Yanks voted for Donald Trump, he wagged his tail and he gave my leg a pump. Ooh oh, ooh oh, ooh oh, ooh oh, 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 oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
Me that's a racist.
Ooh oh, 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 oh. My dog's a bit of a racist. Did I tell you about when he goes online?
He goes online?
No, he goes online.
Oh, shut up. Online.
And when he goes online, you'll see him at his worst. On Facebook, he'll bombard you with the post from Britain's first. And when November comes along, he can get stroppy if the paper boy isn't wearing a poppy. 1 minute he is fine, and then he just switches and said, they've all come over here to steal our bitches. He'll turn his nose up if they're in a British bone. He told an Afghan how once that she should go back home. She told him she was born here and she got quite upset. So I decided to take him to the vet. The vet said, your dog doesn't like dogs from other places. So we confirmed in my mind, my dog's a bit of a racist.
My dog's a racist. Her dog is racist.
Even though his great-gran was a Crufts, a champion. I should have never bought a dog off for Tommy Robinson. Ooh oh, ooh oh, ooh oh, ooh oh, 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 oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
My dog's a racist.
Ooh oh, 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 oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
Her dog is racist. Chip down, chip down, come with it, come with it. Me got a racist dog and me call him Rover. He always tries to put his big good point over. He rants about this and rave about that, and then he chases away my neighbor Siamese cat. He don't like German Shepherd and he dis Alsatian, and chats about a British Bulldog nation. Them are Irish who found they make him growl. He's the canine equivalent to Enoch Powell.
We got into an argument about the refugees. He said they've all got mobile phones and they've got fleas, and if we're not careful, they'll eat our babies and they'll attack us and we'll all get rabies. I said to him, our culture depends on immigration, and essentially we are a mongrel nation. But he took offence to this and found it quite inciting. He growled, bared his teeth, and then he started biting. I said, calm down, boy, this really isn't you. But the more that I protested, the more that he did chew. So I sang Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. But he said, fuck off, you liberal lefty snowflake do-gooder. Corbyn supporter. 'Cause my dog's a bit of a racist.
My dog's a racist.
My dog's a racist.
Her dog is racist.
And now I make the little fucker sleep in the garage. That'll teach him for following Nigel Farage. Ooh oh, ooh oh, ooh oh, ooh oh, 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 oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
My dog's a racist.
Ooh oh, 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 oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
Her dog is racist.
My dog's a bit of a racist. One more time.
My dog's a racist.
My dog's a bit of a racist.
And
Right, ready?
Hit me. Start again.
Ready?
Go on.
Right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
come on. Big up, guys.
This song's all about my little dog. And his name is...
Ready?
Right, ready? Ready this time, yeah?
Roll it.
Oh no! Right, you ready? Ready.
One more time.
Come on now.
One more time.
Come on one time.
One more.
What about now?
This song all about my little dog, and his name is
Rover.
I've got a little dog. I've had him from a pup. He's been a great companion and he's always cheered me up. But lately he's alarmed me on a regular basis. Regrettably, my dog has become a bit of a racist.
Me dog's a racist. Her dog be racist.
I first realised when walking round the park that he'd only growl at dogs who are dark. He smells their bums and then he sniffs their wheeze. But somehow he knows they come from overseas. He come from a long line of Jack Russells. He hates the idea of being governed by Brussels. Where he gets his views from, it isn't hard to guess. His little lipstick pops up when he reads the Express. Ooh. It's embarrassing when you've got a racist dog. He always seems to take a shit outside the synagogue. And when it comes to Muslim dogs, he'll never shake their paw. He strongly opposes Sharia law. When we were out the other day, he went berserker because he saw a dog wearing a burqa. Maybe it's because he likes to see other dogs' faces. Or maybe it's because my dog, him a bit of a racist.
Me dog's a racist. Her dog be racist.
When the Yanks voted for Donald Trump, he wagged his tail and he gave my leg a pump. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, 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 oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
Me dog's a racist.
Ooh, oh, 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 oh. My dog's a bit of a racist. Did I tell you about when he goes online?
He goes online.
No, he goes online.
Oh, shut up. Online.
And when he goes online, you'll see him at his worst. On Facebook, he'll bombard you with the post from Britain's first. And when November comes along, he can get stroppy if the paper boy isn't wearing a poppy. 1 minute he is fine, and then he just switches and said, they've all come over here to steal our bitches. He'll turn his nose up if it ain't a British bone. He told an Afghan how once that she should go back home. She told him she was born here and she got quite upset. So I decided to take him to the vet. The vet said, your dog doesn't like dogs from other places. So we confirmed in my mind, my dog's a bit of a racist.
My dog's a racist. Her doggy racist.
Even though his great-gran was a crofts, a champion. I should have never fought a dog off for Tommy Robinson. Ooh-oh, 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 oh-oh, oh-oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
My dog's a racist.
Ooh-oh, oh-oh, oh-oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
Her doggy racist. Chip down, chip it out, come with it, come with it. Me got a racist dog and me call him Rover. He always tries to put his big good point over. He rants about this and rave about that, and then he chase away my neighbor Siamese cat. He don't like German Shepherd and he this Alsatian, and chat about a British Bulldog nation. Them a Irish Wolfhound, they make him growl. He's the canine equivalent to Enoch Powell.
We got into an argument about the refugees. He said they've all got mobile phones and they've got fleas, and if we're not careful, they'll eat our babies and they'll attack us and we'll all get rabies. I said to him, our culture depends on immigration, and essentially we are a mongrel nation. But he took offence to this and found it quite inciting. He growled, bared his teeth, and then he started biting. I said, calm down, boy, this really isn't you. But the more that I protested, the more that he did chew. So I sang Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. But he said, fuck off, you liberal lefty snowflake do-gooder. Corbyn supporter. 'Cause my dog's a bit of a racist.
Me dog's a racist. Her doggy racist.
And now I'll make the little fucker sleep in the garage. Oh, that'll teach him the following Nigel Farage. Ooh-oh, 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 oh-oh, oh-oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
My dog's a racist.
Ooh-oh, oh-oh, oh-oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
Her doggy racist.
Ooh-oh, oh-oh, oh-oh. My dog's a bit of a racist. One more time.
My dog's a racist.
Ooh-oh, oh-oh. My dog's a bit of a racist.
Right, Sam, we're still filming now. Turn it off.
I fucking love that tune, guys. I fucking love that tune. Oh my god. Just to give you an update, guys, on the car. Didn't recognise it, to be fair. Didn't recognise it, to be. I'll see no more. I'll see no more now. I'll tell you again, Al. But it's there. It is the car. It is the car. Yeah, I got it down, Kern. Yeah. So this stream, basically, right, is just going to expose Esau for being the fucking e-nonce, e-begging, fucking wrong un is what he is. And I don't care if one of you is watching this, he's just gonna get it exposed now for the next 2 hours by Taff. Because I can do it easy for fun.
This is a work of art.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Okay.
Lovely, lovely.
Kads is telling me that I need to leave you alone, Rodney.
Både kushte.
Ah, vad kushte.
Killed it.
Jag
What's the quick
square for them.
Hey, Seven, jump on, man. Have a laugh. Come on.
Oh, that was
Oh,
good.
what was the guy that passed away? Wasp, wasn't it? As it was.
Yeah, they'll be
Yeah.
there
Wasp
tomorrow.
and,
Look.
Yeah, Wasp.
Squire had the exact same. Yeah, I used to get them two mixed up.
Not much
No,
rubber,
I
not
can
much,
tell the difference.
not much rubber
between-
left on the
The
tyres.
first
let's
time
say
I went
that.
on there, I couldn't tell the difference, but you know, after a couple of times you go on there, you
They
can.
just both sounded drunk, didn't they? It's hard to tell who's
Yeah.
voice I say. They both sound the same way. Pissed.
Hey, Seven, big up,
All
mate.
right.
All
All right, mate.
all right, Seven.
How do you do,
Esau.
folks? Hope you're all well.
Esau,
No
not
personal
too bad,
questions.
mate.
No personal
Esau,
questions.
listen, you
Keep it current.
fucking wanker.
No personal questions. Keep it current.
Doing personal
Sabina in the chat has just said thank you for having her back.
What do you mean personal questions?
Isn't it? Like I want to know who you're fucking.
You know,
fucking
I'm
off
not
tonight.
bothered about anyone here. You know what I mean? He don't care. Someone's mic is a bit. Whose mic is doing that?
Yeah, whose mic is that? YouTube.
I think it's Angel Wings. It might be. I think.
It's Esau's mic, isn't it?
Was it Esau?
What was that? Jumped on, so
Oh, I don't know who it is actually.
it was like that before
Well,
he
yeah,
jumped on.
me.
So it's got to be someone that was always.
Oh, I can hear you, mate. Yeah, it's gone. Anyway, whatever it is, it's gone.
Snedden, what do you think about England and France? France are going to win, aren't they?
Oh, hey, Kyle Walker's got to do a job on him.
The nonce, Peter
yeah.
O'Gorman. And what about Bleeding
Wait,
Hot's
wait, wait.
son,
What
Darren
about your
Fox?
uncle? What about your uncle? What
Darren
about your uncle?
Fox,
What about
Darren
your
Fox,
uncle?
who's an
Your
IRA
uncle's not innocent.
terrorist.
Your uncle's not
So
innocent.
Bleeding
He just got
Heart's not
lucky.
only related to a
He just
nonce,
got lucky.
he's fucking,
Your
she's a
uncle just got
mother
lucky, didn't
of a
he?
convicted
Yeah,
IRA
your uncle
terrorist.
just got lucky, though.
Seriously?
Yeah, Bleeding Heart's
And
never
that's
showing her
nothing to do
face
with
around
Bleeding
here.
I never
Mission
knew that.
That's got
accomplished.
nothing to do with Bleeding Heart. Your uncle
Mission
just got lucky.
fucking
Your
accomplished. I
uncle's
told
a
you,
dirty
I always
business
win.
offender.
I
You
always
always know
win.
your
Yeah,
uncle
nobody's
knows
honest
I
enough.
always win.
Bugged him.
Rodney, I've
I
still not
know,
beef with
I
you. I
know
think
good
you're
couple of mechanics.
quite a decent guy, but Bleeding
Your
Heart had it
uncle
coming to her,
buggered him,
and she finally fucking got it,
and you
mate.
backed him
I know
up.
her son
All
is an
good.
IRA
went to
convicted
All good.
terrorist
gave
I'm
named
not
Darren
fucking
Fox
asking
from
for any
Ballybrack
money, you
in
know.
Dublin.
I'm
I
all
know
right.
whose Bleeding Heart's name is
Bit
Dolores
disgusting. Oh, that's not her.
O'Gorman.
Okay, yeah. Bleeding Heart, she's
No,
not-
was that
how
you?
do you feel?
Yes.
That's not her name, but
Oh,
anyway, yeah, you
fuck,
got
that is
her.
her
You got her.
name.
You got her.
I've got her.
Your uncle's still a paedophile.
And she is done out here.
You still
Rodney,
backed up a
someone's in
nonce.
the back
Forever.
that wants to get in.
You're
Find
a
yourself a
sick
new
man.
female accomplished, because I'm telling you,
You're a
Bleeding's
sick
not
little
coming
gay
back.
sexual young man.
Bleeding's
You
not
are.
coming back. She's never
You
coming back to you.
fucked
You've
up
lost yourself.
Elvis's life.
You've lost yourself a
You and-
really good mother figure in
listen, I'm
Bleeding.
gonna
I
find
feel
your
sorry
uncle.
for you,
Your
Esau.
uncle. Listen, it all starts with you again, Luke. Your uncle
No,
and
we've
your
been
family
through that.
contacted.
We've been through
I
that with me
ruined
uncle,
you.
and even you
I
two agreed.
ruined you.
Yeah, you two agreed it was
I
innocent.
ruined you.
But what we can't agree
You know
on,
what it is, yeah?
or
Right
what you
at this
can't
particular moment
question,
in time,
is the
I don't know
article
what
on
your nonce uncle name is, but guess
independent.ie
what?
about
I'll just go and open up my
Bleeding's
phone,
uncle called Peter
pull up his
Gorman,
picture,
who is a
and
convicted
put on the screen.
paedophile for
Actually, you know what?
breaking
Give me
into
2
a
seconds.
house.
Rodney, wait there, Rodney. I'm not part of
Go
Luke's
on,
nonce uncle on
you
the
go,
screen.
you run away.
Let's see
You run
what
away.
Hold on.
Go on,
This
you
is
run
the
away.
man who attacked Elvis.
Rodney, these are the people you're defending, Rodney. I don't know if you
Your
know about
man
this.
I'm not
attacked
defending
I know,
her.
love,
No
I know,
way.
love,
Rodney,
I know,
yeah,
I
I know you
Your
haven't. That's
nonce
why
uncle
I'm
attacked
happy with you,
Elvis with
because you have
drugs
very much distanced
and his
yourself from her.
dirty dick.
But she's been going on at me for
Your
fucking
uncle's
how
a
long about
sick
this,
man.
and it turns
You're
out
a
that
little
she's got an
doctor
uncle
yourself.
who's
All
a
you ever
fucking
do is
nonce.
control people's faces.
His name's
I'll send you a
Peter
picture of the car
O'Gorman.
Is he
tomorrow.
Luke, is he convicted?
Broke into an
Luke, are
house,
they
yes.
convicted?
Convicted, he got 7 years. He
Bro.
broke into an
I know
house,
exactly what
he
you
robbed
were
the
talking about.
jewellery, he
You
burglarised the
dirty,
house,
dirty
and while
little
a
gay
young
frog.
boy and a young girl
You
was
need to be
asleep,
lit
he
on
molested
fire.
them.
You and
Oh,
your
fuck.
family.
Oh.
You need
Dirty
to be set on
fucking
fire.
prick. And
Put it
Bleeding
this
always
way,
said that she had
I
adopted
couldn't
a
drive
family, she
home.
weren't fucking
I
lying.
couldn't
And the
fucking drive
second
home if I
story
wanted
is the
to.
son called
What?
Darren Fox. Darren Fox is the
dirty
son. He lives in Ballybrack in Dublin. He's a convicted
You
IRA
dirty
terrorist. He was
bastard.
found with a sawn-off shotgun in his car and petrol, and he got
Oh,
7 years and was convicted in
You are really
2015.
fuck. You
Yous
really
are fucking done out of here. Done out of here.
You're so far.
Fucking
off.
done
It's
out
not even
here.
funny.
No, I'm not. Because
Yes,
do you know
you
how I
are.
know, Esau? I'll tell you
Yeah,
how I
behave
know.
yourself,
Because
baby,
the other
love.
day, because when I doxed her gay son,
You
when I
don't
doxed the
know
gay
anything,
son, and she was
you
saying that it's not
bastard.
him, the
You
other
don't
day,
know
when she was
anything.
pissed, when
And
she
I
was
know
pissed,
you've
she
been
turned
waiting
around
a
and
couple of
said,
days to
"You
get your
doxed my
little
sons. I mean, my
You
friends."
can't
But
do
she gave
anything,
herself
you know.
up. I had the
You're
right
dirty
people in the
as
first
fuck.
place. I know what I'm
You and
talking
your
about.
uncle.
I win.
Files.
I
Luke Warren,
fucking win,
paedophile.
and I can
His
guarantee
uncle.
you, Bleeding
You're a
Heart won. And it's not over. It's not over the. It's not over the disabled girl.
These are the
Bleeding
facts.
Heart is not going to show her face again.
These are the
She's been
facts.
fucking rumbled.
Being Heart's worth more than you ever been.
She's been
Luke
rumbled.
Heart's a better than you ever been.
No,
Yours
Bleeding's
the
been
paedophile.
rumbled.
Your uncle
No,
is sex
Bleeding Heart. No, Bleeding Heart's
Your
uncle's a
uncle's a sex offender.
convicted
No,
paedophile.
no.
Convicted.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Peter
Your uncle's a sex
O'Gorman.
offender.
No, Peter O'Gorman.
Back
Why are
it
you
up.
defending him,
Back it
Esau?
up. Your
Right
uncle's
now,
a
when
sex
he's looking
offender.
to you because
Your
you're
uncle's
defending it for some reason. Rodney's not defending it. I don't hear Rodney speaking up for her.
Reed, if you listen to me,
No,
yeah,
not for
So
that.
you're going to throw bleeding under the bus over a picture of a disabled girl, but you're going to defend her on the fact that her uncle's a nonce and her son's an IRA terrorist.
This one.
That's a bit strange, isn't it, Esau? So you're going to throw bleeding under a bus over a picture of a disabled child, but you're going to offend her over the fact that her uncle's a convicted nonce and the son's a convicted IRA terrorist. Maybe people do need to look into you, Esau. I told you, I'm not the one to fuck with. Clearly. Bleeding, you need fucking hiding. You need to hide, love. Because your information's out there now, Dolores O'Gorman.
She is vile. She is vile, though, isn't she? I've never heard a woman speak like that.
Did you know? I've just realised that her initials.
You can talk to my family and get away with it. I'm never going to forget that.
I just realised her initials are dog. The OG.
Oh, 7.
Sorry.
Rodney,
That's so dry.
Rod, there's someone in the back here. I don't know who they are.
Okay.
They're saying that they want to come on.
Told you, they would freeze. You know, I fucking make packs with yous. Sly cunts. Well, it's all out there now, isn't it?
Oh.
And 1 down, 1 to go. Well, 2 down. Brian's gone. Bleeding's gone. Esau, you're next.
Ooh.
So the son is a
I like that
convicted IRA, is he?
Convicted IRA. Just type in Darren Fox Ballybrack. BALLYBRACK. That's the area in Dublin. And there'll be.
Okay, before I go into that, let me just fucking play this. My dog's a bit of a racist. Oh, that's racist, not rapist. Esau, you get excited.
The story of Esau teaches us the dangers of having a lack of self-control. It teaches us about how we can place ourselves in eternal jeopardy over a moment, a single moment of sin and selfish pleasure. So how bad was the sin that Esau committed? Well, let's go right into the beginning of time when God makes a promise in the book of Genesis to Adam and Eve. He promises that through Adam and Eve's family line, a man will come who will defeat Satan and death. After Adam and Eve, along came a man named Abraham, and the same promise was given. The problem is that Abraham and his wife were very old and unable to have kids. Despite that, later in life, God gives them a son named Isaac. Isaac ends up having twin sons. The oldest name is Esau, and the younger is Jacob. According to Jewish culture, Esau should have the birthright, and the promise to save humanity through his offspring should be passed down. However, due to his desire of the flesh and lack of care for the promises of God, he loses the opportunity to be the one by which the promise of God would be fulfilled. We can most clearly see the heart of Esau in Genesis 25:29 through 34. It says, "Once when Jacob was cooking stew, Esau came in from the field and he was exhausted. And Esau said to Jacob, 'Let me eat some of that red stew, for I am exhausted.'
Trainers, Jacob.
Therefore his name was called Edom. Jacob said, 'Sell me your birthright now.' Esau said, 'I am about to die. Of what use is a birthright to me?' Jacob said, 'Swear to me now.' So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew, and he ate and drank and rose and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. This was incredibly significant and equally a careless thing for Esau to do, because the promise of God to save the world would be fulfilled through the son who had the birthright. Not only that, but he would be the one in charge of the family. This was a great honor to have at this time in history. However, we see that Esau is indifferent when it comes to this birthright. After a long day of work, Esau is tired and hungry. He has the ability to cook his own food and has access to clean water, yet He wants to feed his desire right now instead of simply waiting. He asks for some red stew from his brother. When the words red stew are translated from Hebrew, it can literally be translated as red. This shows us that the stew was not anything fancy or over the top. The author does not even know what is in the stew. It is a simple red stew. His brother Jacob was ready to capitalize on any situation. So instead of just giving his brother a bowl of stew, he offers him a deal. For a bowl of stew, Esau is to give up his birthright. That means after the death of their father, Jacob would then be in charge. He would inherit everything, including the promise of an offspring that would save the world and defeat Satan. That promise would be transferred from Esau to Jacob. Esau does not think twice about it. Esau didn't care about inheritance. Esau was all about self-gratification, so he traded his birthright for the stew and then simply went on his way. Imagine that. The birthright was customarily passed down from father to eldest son, yet he despised his inheritance. He left and did not care about his birthright. He wasn't concerned about the blessing of God one bit. His focus is to fulfill his own desire. We see a little deeper into Esau's heart in the book of Hebrews. Hebrews 12, verse 15 to 17 says, "See to it that no one fails to obtain the grace of God, that no root of bitterness springs up and causes trouble, and by it many become defiled, that no one is sexually immoral or unholy like Esau, who sold his birth."
Should we just slow this down? So, see to it that no one fails to obtain the grace of God, that no root of bitterness springs up and causes trouble, and by it many become defiled, that no one is sexually immoral or unholy like Esau, who sold his birthright for a single meal. For you know that afterward, when he desired to inherit the blessings, he was rejected, for he found no chance to repent, though he sought it with tears. Not real. Don't leave me real.
Birthright for a single meal. For you know that afterward, when he desired to inherit the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no chance to repent, though he sought it with tears.
God.
The Amplified translation paints a better picture of Esau's remorse when he realized what he had done. The Bible says, "And see to it that no one is immoral or godless like Esau, who sold his own birthright for a single meal."
This is what he is, guys. Immoral to the fucking core. Will sell out his mother. Sell out his son. For a fucking bit of stew.
For you know that later on, when he wanted to regain title to his inheritance of the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no opportunity for repentance. There was no way to repair what he had done, no chance to recall the choice he had made, even though he sought for it with bitter tears.
Don't leave me real. Don't leave me real.
When Esau did not care at the time that he was selling away his birthright, he would later go on to regret it immensely. And we should learn from this. While the desires of the flesh look good at the moment, they lead to regret and brokenness in the end. C.S. Lewis put it best when he said, "We are half-hearted creatures, fooling about with drink and sex and ambition, when infinite joy is offered to us, like an arrogant child who wants to go on making mud pies in a slum because he cannot imagine what is meant by the offer of a holiday at the sea. We are far too easily pleased. Esau was given the opportunity of a lifetime to be the one that the blessing of God would come through, but traded it all for a bowl of stew. He traded the vacation by the sea for mud pies in the backyard. The story of Esau is a warning to us. While it may be easy to live life with a lack of self-control, this will lead to missing out on the blessings of God. Just because something looks good and right in the moment does not mean we should take it, as it may lead us away from God. While the desires of the flesh satisfy now, they will lead to a life without the blessing of God. Instead, God calls us to be people of self-control. We do not have to give in to every desire we have, as we have something greater waiting for us. This was not the only time Esau gave into the desires of the flesh.
Woo!
We see it happen over and over. Imagine what would have happened if Esau had not given into his desires. The offspring that would come and defeat sin and Satan, whose name is Jesus, would have come through the line of Esau. Instead of writing songs about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, it would be the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. The same is true to some extent in our life. We are missing the blessing of God by giving into the desires of the flesh. While the flesh tells us that pornography, sleeping with others outside of marriage, giving into anger all the time, and gossiping behind each other's back feels good, it will end up leading to destruction. This very sin may even lead to you missing the blessing of God. Let us not become people like Esau.
Lover.
To you missing the blessing of God. Let us not
become people like Esau. Sat down on their own in the kitchen, playing with the pots and pans. Don't leave me real.
Become people like Esau, who give in to every evil desire.
Little Squiggly Poof. That was good. I like that. See if I can find another one. Well, that's somebody sew up pretty well, I thought. No, I'm gonna have a... Oh. Oh, right.
Esau. If everything had turned out the way Esau had hoped, he would have been the patriarch of the Israelites. But it didn't. Esau was the epitome of what's now referred to as laid back. He enjoyed the freedom of living in the open air and didn't take himself too seriously. His bluff and carefree approach to life were to prove to be the source of his tragic downfall. He was the firstborn of Isaac and Rebekah's twins, and he quickly rose to the position.
Scousers are cute as well, even lad. Bloody cute you are with your little cute accent.
Of favorite son of his father. The elder twin son of Isaac and Rebekah,
I would
Esau
imagine
was
he's in there
Abraham's
somewhere,
grandson,
Ed.
and the elder twin son of Abraham. The younger was Jacob. During her pregnancy, Rebekah experienced some difficulties, which God explained was due to the fact that two nations are in your womb. One people will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger. Esau's given name means hairy, which describes how he looked when he was born. Jacob, Esau's twin brother, was born holding Esau's heel and was given the name Jacob, which means supplanter in Hebrew, which refers to someone who defrauds another of something for personal gain. The twins' birth story served as a prophecy for what was to come in their lives. Genesis 25, verses 25 through 28. The first one was very red at birth and covered with thick hair like a fur coat, so they named him Esau. Then the other twin was born with his hand grasping Esau's heel, so they named him Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when the twins were born. As the boys grew up, Esau became a skillful hunter. He was an outdoorsman, but Jacob had a quiet temperament, preferring to stay at home. Isaac loved Esau because he enjoyed eating the wild game Esau brought home, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Genesis chapter 25, verses 29 through 34 from the New King James Version. Now Jacob cooked a stew, and Esau came in from the field, and he was weary. And Esau said to Jacob, "Please feed me with that same red stew, for I am weary." Therefore his name was called Edom. But Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright as of this day." And Esau said, "Look, I'm about to die, so what's this birthright to me?" Then Jacob said, "Swear to me as of this day." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. And Jacob gave Esau bread and stew of lentils. Then he ate and drank and arose and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. When he was starving, the aroma became overwhelming, and he saw everything in exaggerated terms. What was the point of having a birthright when he was starving? However, the consequences of that quick and impulsive decision were irreversible. Esau also took a wife that displeased both his father and his mother. Esau was a skeptic who didn't take anything seriously.
That's got to be bleeding out, right?
His parents expressed their displeasure with his choice of wives. He fled to Egypt and married another woman, the daughter of Ishmael. Genesis chapter 26, verse 34 from the New King James Version. When Esau was 40 years old, he took his wives, Judith, the daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite. Genesis chapter 27, verses 1 through 19. One day when Isaac was old and turning blind, he called for Esau, his older son, and said, "My son." "Yes, father," Esau replied. "I'm an old man now," Isaac said, "and I don't know when I may die. Take your bow and quiver full of arrows and go out into the open country to hunt some wild game for me. Prepare my favorite dish and bring it here for me to eat. Then I will pronounce the blessing that belongs to you, my firstborn son, before I die." But Rebekah overheard what Isaac had said to his son Esau. So when Esau left to hunt for the wild game, she said to her son Jacob, "Listen, I overheard your father say to Esau, 'Bring me some wild game and prepare me a delicious meal. Then I will bless you in the Lord's presence before I die. Now, my son, listen to me. Do exactly as I tell you. Go out to the flocks and bring me 2 fine goats. I'll use them to prepare your father's favorite dish. Then take the food to your father so he can eat it and bless you before he dies." "But look," Jacob replied to Rebekah, "my brother Esau is a hairy man, and my skin is smooth. What if my father touches me? He'll see that I'm trying to trick him, and then he'll curse me instead of blessing me." But his mother replied, "Then let the curse fall on me, my son. Just do what I tell you. Go out and get the goats for me." So Jacob went out and got the young goats for his mother. Rebekah took them and prepared a delicious meal just the way Isaac liked it. Then she took Esau's favorite clothes, which were in the house, and gave them to her younger son Jacob. She covered his arms and the smooth part of his neck with the skin of the young goats. Then she gave Jacob the delicious meal, including freshly baked bread. So Jacob took the food to his father. "My father," he said. Yes, my son, Isaac answered. Who are you, Esau or Jacob? Jacob replied. It's Esau, your firstborn. I've done as you told me. Here's the wild game. Now sit up and eat so you can give me your blessing. Genesis chapter 27, verses 34 through 41. When Esau heard his father's words, he let out a loud and bitter cry. Oh, my father, what about me? Bless me too, he begged. But Isaac said, your brother was here and he
What about me, real? What about me, real?
tricked me. He's taken away your blessing. Esau exclaimed, no wonder his name is Jacob, for now he has cheated me twice. First he took my rights as the firstborn, and now he's stolen my blessing. Oh, haven't you saved even one blessing for me? Isaac said to Esau, I have made Jacob your master and have declared that all his brothers will be his servants. I have guaranteed him an abundance of grain and wine. What is left for me to give to you, my son? Esau pleaded, but do you have only one blessing? Oh, my father, bless me too. Then Esau broke down and wept. Finally, his father Isaac said to him, you will live away from the richness of the earth and away from the dew of the heaven above. You will live by your sword and you will serve your brother. But when you decide to break free, you will shake his yoke from your neck. From that time on, Esau hated Jacob because their father had given Jacob the blessing. And Esau began to scheme. I will soon be mourning my father's death. Then I will kill my brother Jacob. Esau had just reached a state where he was ready to kill his brother. Genesis chapter 27, verses 42 through 46. When Rebekah was told what her older son Esau had said, she sent for her younger son Jacob and said to him, your brother Esau is planning to avenge himself by killing you. Now then, my son, do what I say. Flee at once to my brother Laban in Haran. Stay with him for a while until your brother's fury subsides. When your brother is no longer angry with you and forgets what you did to him, I'll send word for you to come back from there. Why should I lose both of you in one day? Then Rebekah said to Isaac, I'm disgusted with living because of these Hittite women. If Jacob takes a wife from among the women of this land, from Hittite women like these, my life will not be worth living. Genesis chapter 28, verses 6 through 9, the New King James Version. Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob and sent him away to Paddan Aram to take himself a wife from there, and that as he blessed him, he gave him a charge, saying, you shall not take a wife from the daughters of Canaan. And that Jacob had obeyed his father and his mother and had gone to Paddan Aram. Also Esau saw that the daughters of Canaan did not please his father Isaac. So Esau went to Ishmael and took Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nebajoth, to be his wife in addition to the wives he had. Jacob left his home to stay with his uncle, where he proposed and had wives. Years later, when Jacob returned to Canaan, he feared Esau might try to kill him and his children. So he sent a lavish gift ahead of him and asked God to save him. However, he was mistaken about Esau. Genesis chapter 32, verses 1 through 15. As Jacob started on his way again, angels of God came to meet him. When Jacob saw them, he exclaimed, this is God's camp. So he named the place Mahanaim. Then Jacob sent messengers ahead to his brother Esau, who was living in the region of Seir in the land of Edom. He told them, give this message to my master Esau. Humble greetings from your servant Jacob. Until now I have been living with Uncle Laban, and now I own cattle, donkeys, flocks of sheep and goats, and many servants, both men and women. I have sent these messengers to inform my lord of my coming, hoping that you will be friendly to me. After delivering the message, the messengers returned to Jacob and reported, we met your brother Esau, and he's already on his way to meet you with an army of 400 men. Jacob was terrified at the news, so he divided his household along with the flocks and herds and camels into two groups. He thought if Esau meets one group and attacks it, perhaps the other group can escape. Then Jacob prayed, O God of my grandfather Abraham and God of my father Isaac, O Lord, you told me, return to your own land and to your relatives, and you promised me I will treat you kindly. I'm not worthy of all the unfailing love and faithfulness you have shown to me, your servant. When I left home and crossed the Jordan River, I owned nothing except a walking stick. Now my household fills two large camps. O Lord, please rescue me from the hand of my brother Esau. I am afraid that he's coming to attack me along with my wives and children. But you promised me I will surely treat you kindly, and I will multiply your descendants until they become as numerous as the sands along the seashore, too many to count. Jacob stayed where he was for the night. Then he selected these gifts from his possessions, to present to his brother Esau 200 female goats, 20 male goats, 200 ewes, 20 rams, 30 female camels with their young, 40 cows, 10 bulls, 20 female donkeys, and 10 male donkeys. Jacob was wrong about Esau. It was not in his laid-back nature to sustain animosity. Therefore, when Jacob returned fearful from Paddan Aram, Esau greeted him as if nothing had happened. Genesis chapter 33, verses 1 through 18. Then Jacob looked up and saw Esau coming with his 400 men. So he divided the children among Leah, Rachel, and his 2 servant wives. He put the servant wives and their children at the front, Leah and her children next, and Rachel and Joseph last. Then Jacob went on ahead, and he approached his brother. He bowed to the ground 7 times before him. Then Esau ran to meet him and embraced him, threw his arms around his neck, and kissed him. And they both wept. Then Esau looked at the women and children and asked, "Who are these people with you?" "These are the children God has graciously given to me, your servant," Jacob replied. Then the servant wives came forward with their children and bowed before him. Next came Leah with her children, and they bowed before him. Finally, Joseph and Rachel came forward and bowed before him. "And what were all the flocks and herds I met as I came?" Esau asked. Jacob replied, "They are a gift, my lord, to ensure your friendship." "My brother, I have plenty," Esau answered. "Keep what you have for yourself." But Jacob insisted, "No, if I have found favor with you, please accept this gift from me." And what a relief to see your friendly smile. It's like seeing the face of God. "Please take this gift I have brought you, for God has been very gracious to me. I have more than enough." And because Jacob insisted, Esau finally accepted the gift. "Well," Esau said, "let's be going. I'll lead the way." But Jacob replied, "You can see, my lord, that some of the children are very young, and the flocks and herds have their young too. If they're driven too
Oh, yes, I can see, Esau replied. Yes. Let's
hard,
go.
even
Let's
for
go.
one day, all the animals.
I'll leave that there. So I don't know why, guys, but like Bleeding Heart has got my name, my real name in her title, and like Esau's got my ex-partner and me picture as his avatar, yeah. And I've struck the fuck out of it, and like it literally, I've literally struck it so many times it won't let me do it anymore. Right? It won't let me do it no more. But it's nothing. It's still running. How the fuck is that like? How is that like? Am I doing something wrong? Am I doing something wrong? I ask you. Okay.
If you start projecting, I have Gary.
Why did your
and
best
Pounder
mate get
Jam
done over for 15
and Pounder
years?
Jam.
Why are you friends with rapists?
What are you talking about now?
Your friends.
Oh, Esau's friends with rapists, and he's going on about Taffy for threatening to rape him, and he's friends with rapists. Oh, this is interesting.
The rapist.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
You're done over a brothel.
Is it? You get 15 years.
You're the one who was bragging about it online. Why are you friends with that kind of people?
I don't know. He licked our brothel, so what?
What do you mean, so what?
So what?
Why would you want to be friends
brothels
with those
get robbed.
kind of
Brothels get robbed every day. Brothels get robbed all the time, Michaela. You know that.
You're fucking
Listen,
something
Michaela.
You're
brothels get robbed every day. You know that, Michaela. Brothels get robbed every day. You know that.
You're talking over
but
me.
You know that shit.
You are telling us, right, that your friends are getting getting the shakedown, yeah, by your friends. But at the same time, you're trying to tell us that you're fucking a son of a rich kid. We know that of rich people. We know you're not.
Listen, do you realise the kind of people rob brothels? Loads of people. How do you know my friend didn't get a little disease and want to go in and make them pay for it?
Oh, for God's sake, don't be silly.
Are you serious? How do you know?
Friends with the rapist.
Life experience, mate.
He's friends with the rapist.
I'm being serious. If someone if I went to a brothel and I got a sting like that, I'd probably go out there and burn the place down to myself. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't do fuck off.
So how's your mate Mickey? Mickey
Who
Fonseca.
the fuck is Mickey? Don't know that as well. I'm just saying that. Can I say it again? If I got burnt by a brothel, I probably would burn a place down myself. What's wrong with that?
Can I ask Esau a question?
I don't
No.
believe you. I don't think you've got the guts, Esau, to be truthful.
Okay,
Esau,
I
you
have
backed up
I
Chrissy
don't have
Morris.
money
For,
either. I'm
Esau,
broke.
you backed Chrissy Morris for
I
months.
whatever you say, I'm okay. And I don't drive as well, according to Wendy.
You backed Chrissy Morris, Esau, for months and months and
And
months
I
and
have
months.
no British passport. I'm not British at all. Like, not at
He's
all.
friends with a rapist.
I believe that. I know that.
Yeah,
Can you show us
look,
your
Hector
fridge?
cares.
Show us your fridge.
I have no. I don't eat. I have no food. I'm not usually cooking online. I have no food. No. Show me your fridge,
Show us
Michaela.
your
You
fridge.
don't eat, Michaela. You eat cigarettes. You're
Show
never
us
eating.
your fridge.
Michaela, you're never eating.
Listen,
That's
you
a
can't.
fact.
You can't have
You're
my
never
fat ass
eating.
without eating, mate.
You're
Show us
never
your
eating.
fridge.
You're never.
Ooh, he's friends with a rapist. That's an interesting stream, that one.
Can you stop projecting?
Whoa.
I have
Why
Gary
did your
and
best
Pounder
mate get
Jam
done over for 15
and Pounder
years?
Jam.
He's friends with a rapist.
Okay, peeps, I've been sitting here for about 5 minutes talking. So, you two degenerates, are you going to tell us what you think of it all?
Look up, you'll see. He's friends with a rapist. He's friends with a rapist.
Hmm? So, Esau says it was a nice edit. And why is Wasp using babies? Well, it was a doll. That's how fucking thick you are. You see, this is why skits can't ever have a child. Can't tell the difference between a doll and a real life child. Fucked up wits. You really are messed in the head, didn't you? Hmm? Can't just explain why you two conspired with each other. I mean, do you want to have a little conflab, write to each other in the back chat, and then send your spokesman Esau in? Do you want to have a little conflab and then send Esau on skits to speak for both of you? So you can explain your dirty actions, why you did that to somebody? See, I know what Ashall told me. I know why he said he did it. Hmm? Of course you work together. Esau said that before. He said Skits was the one that doctored the picture. He gave it to me. And everybody knows who gave the pictures to Skits. It was Queen Jen, Queen B. Because she admitted that. Hmm? So do you two want to have a conflab and then send Esau on to explain your actions? Or are you still going to sit here denying that you work together? So Esau says Hoof gave it to Queen Jen. I don't believe that. You know why I don't believe that? Because Hoof and Queen Jen don't get on. When it suits you, Esau tells truth, but when it's against you, it's lies. I've never said that he said anything truthful. I'm asking him if he wants to come speak for both of you two. Hoof gave it to Queen Jen to piss off Amy. This was before us. Who's us, Esau? Who's us, Esau? Oh, you run away now, have you? Skits. You've run away because Esau told the truth on this occasion.
Oh, Esau's friends with a rapist.
So, let's read this. John says, Wasp didn't mention Skits in that video. And it's also facts that the video of Hoof released by Skits is the same Skits whom sits on Wasp panel. The video of Hoof. What video of Hoof? Yeah, they all troll each other. They think it's okay to troll each other. Deborah said Jen gave the link to the Facebook page, not the pic.
These guys know nothing.
Big up Tyrone. Big up, lad.
Went on Facebook looking
Love your
for
work.
me, though.
Love your work, fella. Oh, Esau's friends with a rapist. Esau's a rapist.
I don't believe that Wasp is Skits. I don't believe that. There's no way Wasp is Skits. I do believe one of his weirdy friends, though, might be. I don't know shit, Captain, yeah? Like you. So Simon says, Hoof did more to find Skits than anyone did, and I believe that as well. Which is why they're trying to attack him for comparing photos. It's why they're trying to say that he's a paedophile. It's obvious what's going on here.
Yeah, they were all trying to get into a Nick as captain. Yeah, all of them. That's why he's so battered now with regards to Amy. Yeah.
Is he Esau? So, seeing as that there's a lull in the thing, Esau, I'm going to let you up. So I want to ask you some questions. You there, Esau? by taking you by surprise.
He's friends with a rapist. Selective outrage.
Russell is skits.
Esau's a
Watch the Dream Team later on.
rapist.
I'll expose everything.
He's friends with the rapist.
Russell's also a paedophile who lifted up his top to an underage girl in a hangouts. Roy Blackburn has form longer than his arm. And he's also been accused of sexual offense against children back in 2008, way before any of us knew him. So no one can vouch for him because no one knew him in 2008. And I do believe there's no smoke without fire. And he definitely interfered with people down at Silver End. He actually did touch a kid's leg when they fell over to give them physio, and he's not a qualified physiotherapist. That was one of the reasons why he was also removed. He doesn't tell people that, but it's true. This happened. Ask him. Silver End is facts.
Right.
Kim, there was only one man Esau wanted to get into, and he actually left him and couldn't get no further away from him. Well, further away from him than Bulgaria, of all things. That's so much. That's how much fucking he frightened Real. Real went to fucking Bulgaria to get from him. When he was crying and that. Oh, don't leave me, Real. Don't leave me. Little scraggly pup.
He may not have been charged, but he knows what he did. I'll be on mute for 2 minutes.
Hoof is not a nonce.
Did you know him in 2008?
But the evidence that you brought forward didn't prove anything. Hold on, Esau. The evidence you brought forward didn't prove anything, and he brought a letter from the police, headed by the police, that confirmed the investigation wasn't into him. It was actually into somebody else.
I haven't seen that proof, and I've heard from people who were at Silver End that he was a little bit.
Number two, Wasp is not skits.
How can you prove that? I can prove it. How can you prove it? Tell me how you can prove it.
Why did Amy let you off? Why did Amy let you off what you did with her kids' pictures?
I don't do nothing with her kids' pictures. She knows that. And furthermore, do you know where the pictures actually?
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did.
Beef with Amy years before they came along into our panel, and everyone remembers when Hoof had a problem with Amy. Before that, he had actually asked Jen, which has now come to my attention and a lot of people's attention. He asked Jen to get pictures for Amy about Amy's children and her family. And that's how the whole thing started. Hoof has been doing this Facebook thing to a lot of people for a long time. He did it to Fax, he did it to Sean, he's done it to Amy. So I don't get why everyone's getting all upset now by what other people does when he's done it all before himself.
Hold on, stop. Who's done what to Fax?
Hoof went down her Facebook, got her family's photos, contacted her families, then started talking about trying to get a kid taken from social services because she was unfit, even though she was in her custody. Did you know that?
No,
you didn't. All right. You know why you didn't know that? Because we went around then. So if you ask these idiots in the hangouts, they were like, Amy would probably tell you this. Hoof hated Amy, despised her when he came on the scene. And then all of a sudden it stopped because, I imagine this, Amy actually had his picture way before. Like, she sent me a picture of Hoof ages ago, say, this is Hoof. I said, nah, it can't be, because the man had said to us that, oh, well, after you're on social media, no pictures of me. We had it the whole time. She had beef with him. She was trying to find him because this man despised her for no reason. I joked and said, is it because, Amy, you stung him for some sex money? You know what I mean? I used to joke with that. Because I'd be like, why do you hate her so much? What did she do? Did she take news off you? Why did you hate her so much, Hoof? Turns out Hoof had a vendetta against her and actually got her kids. Ask Russell. Russell won't maybe not tell you the truth, but I'm sure Amy would. And anyone else is around then will tell you the fucking damn truth. This is what happened before us. And Skits, I don't know if it was around then. I don't know what Skits is around right now. Do you know why I don't know? Because he hasn't spoken, number one. And number two, I'm not psychic. So when Kimberly says, I know. No, you don't know because you're not psychic. Do you know who's typing right now in the back chat, Trooper? Do you know who the person is? Have you heard their voice?
No.
Exactly. So how can we assume that's the same person that's been around the whole time? We won't know. We don't know. We just don't know. We're just assuming. Like what he says, the assume crew. Think about it. Speculating doesn't get us nowhere. It just makes people go crazy. And when you're dealing with a lot of paranoid people online, what are they going to do? Oh, that's Skits. Oh, he's Skits. Oh, that person Esau. Oh, that person Esau. Maybe if the people stop smoking weed and stop guessing all the time, you know what? If you're going to use marijuana, you're meant to use it recreationally and actually like to relax. When you're using it and you're looking online,
it's what you preach.
When you're using it and you're online and you're researching,
what you preach, though. Can you do that?
Listen what I just said. When you're using marijuana and you're researching online, people and they're getting paranoid, that's gonna fuck you up, Michaela. I don't research people and get paranoid. I don't get paranoid. If I can't find something, I can't find something. I don't go like, oh, it has to be them. You've heard me multiple times tell Brian and Rodney, don't guess who's behind the account. There's no point. We don't know. They're like large
narratives on everybody. Stop it.
So do you. You're the queen of it. 1 second.
I'm the queen of my own show and I'm the queen of my own world. But that's beside the point. The fact of the matter is, you,
queen of lies, queen of ugliness.
Look, if you're not going to listen, it makes I will have to stick you in the back again. Pathetic. You waited fucking over an hour to speak, and then you come and speak over everybody.
I'm actually out.
Exactly, Kim. Everybody's life he's invested in. Yeah. He's got his little pinkies and that in everybody's business. Got his fucking nosy bastard beak in every cunt's business he have. Messing around with people's lives. Yeah. He's not a good man, Esau, from the Bible. And he's not a good man, Esau, from YouTube. They go in hand in hand. Pair of wrong.
I'm in driving, so I can't really talk properly. So I'm not muting and muting off. You can hear him. It's very quiet in the back. I'm driving an electric car.
Right.
Electric car.
So you did take those pictures of Amy's kids and use them as an avatar. Whether you doctored them.
No, I didn't.
Hold on.
I didn't.
Debatable.
No, I didn't.
You did use it as an avatar. But whether you're the actual person who doctored it is debatable. Because the one consensus everybody accepts that either the link or the photos were given to skits. We all know that.
Play the video Skit sent you. Why don't you play it? Are you afraid to play it? I dare you to play it. You did look at it. You're lying. You said, "Oh my God, that's what it was." It was.
What the fuck is he on about?
You're saying the queen of all lies. You just said when you went on mute, you watched it. So you're lying again. Why the fuck do you always do that?
I watched the video link that he sent me earlier, which was to a live stream that was set for a premiere or whatever, with the title about Christian pedos. What the fuck are you on about?
No, it wasn't. He sent you another video. Play it. Play it. Play it. As Hector would say, play it.
I don't take orders from anybody.
Play it.
So.
Come on, mother soccer. Play it.
Unfortunately for Esau, he just doesn't know. Just doesn't know that the worst thing to do is to fucking come on here and be aggressive. You will learn, Esau. You will learn. If you want a conversation, you're going to give a two-way conversation. Now, I want to know why you use that avatar of Amy's children. That is the question.
I can answer that. Because he's a fucking rapist. He's friends with a rapist. Oh. He's friends with a rapist. Selected outrage.
I didn't. I did. Oh, you're talking about. You're lying again. I told you the queen of all lies.
You did. You had your own feelings.
I don't believe you because you tell a lot of lies. Like, specifically going to a black community about Zikos, probably Maku, and saying that, you're a liar. I won't deflect. I'm calling you a liar. You're lying.
Right, call me a liar. That's fine. Stop deflecting.
You are lying,
Why?
Lying like how you lied to Joe Abati's father.
Fuck off, Esau. Don't bother coming back. You had your chance. Go on, go. Fuck off. Piece of shit. Go on, fuck off. Fuck off with your mongy little self. Thank you. And don't bother coming back either.
Powder jam.
Why are you friends with rapists?
What are you talking about now?
Your friend the rapist.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
You've done over a brothel.
Is it? You get 15 years.
You're the one who was bragging about it online. Why are you friends with them kind of people?
I don't know. You looked at a brothel so. What?
What do you mean? So what?
So what?
Why would you want to be friends
Brothels
with those
get robbed.
kind of
Brothels
people?
get robbed every day. Brothels get robbed all
You're
the time,
trying to
Michaela. You
convince
know that.
us that you're fucking
Listen,
something
Michaela.
special.
Michaela, brothels get robbed every day. You know that, Michaela. Brothels get robbed every day. You know that.
You're talking over
But
me.
you know that shit.
You are telling us, right, that your friends are getting fucking getting the shakedown, yeah, by your friends. But at the same time, you're trying to tell us.
Fuck Taffy, you threatened to rape me, but really, I'm friends with rapists. Oh, he's friends with a rapist. Esau's friends with a rapist. Oh. He's a fucking rapist. Esau's a rapist.
You're fucking a son of a rich kid. We know of rich people. We know you're not.
Listen, do you realise? Do you know the kind of people rob brothels? Loads of people. How do you know our friend didn't get a little disease and want to go in and make them pay for it?
Oh, for God's sake, don't be silly.
Are you serious? How do you know?
Life experience, mate.
No, I'm being serious. If I went to a brothel and I got a sting like that, I'd probably go out there and burn the place down to myself. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't do fuck all.
So how's your mate Mickey?
Who the
Fonseca.
fuck is Mickey? Don't know that. I'm just saying that. Can I say it again? If I got burnt by a brothel,
how's your friend Mickey the rapist? Esau? Eh?
I probably would burn a place down myself. What's wrong with that?
Can I ask Esau a question?
I don't believe you. I don't think you've got the guts, Esau, to be truthful.
Okay,
Esau, you backed up Chrissy Morris. Esau, you backed Chrissy Morris for months.
Whatever you say, I'm okay. And I don't drive as well, according to Wendy.
You backed Chrissy Morris, Esau, for months and months and months.
And I have no British passport. I'm not British at all. Like, not at all.
I believe that. I know that.
Yeah,
Can you show us your fridge? Show us your fridge.
I have no. I don't eat. I have no food. I'm not usually cooking online. I have no food. No. Show me your fridge, Michaela. You don't eat, Michaela. You eat cigarettes. You're never eating. Michaela, you're never eating.
Listen, you can't have my ass without eating, mate.
You're
Show us
never
your
eating.
fridge.
You're never.
Like Steve.
No. Hello, Michaela. How are you?
How long did it take you to realise I'd let you on?
Oh no, I was picking the kids up. You know, being Father Poppins and all that. Oh look, Scummy Mummy, what's she talking about? When did I say I was going to visit her? Did I ever say I was going to visit Scummy Mummy? What's going on there?
No, it was crosswired. It's crosswired.
Yeah, it's crosswired, isn't it? Like a lot of people, a lot of low IQs and the crosswired. You agree?
So why are you threatening to kill people now?
Did I say I'm going to kill anyone? What are you talking about? I said, Ricky, no, listen, Ricky said, yeah, Ricky, read the chat, please, if you want to do this. Ricky said, oh, trust me, they better not find him. And then Large Faggot said, well, oh, yeah, because I'll break him. I'm like, well, seriously, I want you to find me so I can do you some serious harm. I want you all to find me. I want you to come looking for me. I want you to find me. So I can actually put hands on you lot or teach you lot serious lessons.
So why don't you just tell us where you are? Why are you playing peekaboo?
Because I'm enjoying this. You're the one.
I want you to come find me. I want. I mean, that's the biggest joke ever. I want you to come find me, but I'm not going to tell you wherever where I am. I want him to come and find me though, so I can do you some serious harm. Oh, what a joker! What a rapist joker!
Guys are obsessed. I don't go to sleep every day and think about where's Esau? What's Esau doing? He's driving. What's it? That's you lot. I'm just telling you, if you come to me, you're gonna get it. That's it. It's real simple. So my suggestion is this: get over yourselves. Stop the, oh, we want Esau. You're not gonna listen. You'll get me when you want. I'll come and see you lot when I'm ready. Or I'll tell my cat when I want. I do things when I want to. No one tells me what to do.
Nah, you won't be coming to see nobody, you little scraggly puff. You know what I mean? You're never gonna do it. You're never gonna do it. Because you haven't got balls, lad. You haven't got the balls in you. You little scraggly puff.
You don't tell me. You don't pay for me. What's wrong with you people? Telling me to turn my camera on. Pay me money. Do you know how much I get paid to see my face? Do you know how much I get, honestly? Do you know how much I get paid for just to do a job? Do you realize? Come forward 4 figures and we can talk. If not, stop talking.
No, listen to him. Listen to him.
I have to believe it. You won't know nothing about me. That's the whole point. And when you do find out about me, people are like, oh, do you know what? He's actually telling the truth because we've seen him everywhere.
I doubt it.
No, I don't. I don't doubt it. Actually, I put money on it. Everyone online has probably seen me before.
So Large Anne's has said that you should go to Relton Road.
Where is that? I don't know where that is. Where is that?
I don't know where it
is. Humor me for one. Just pretend like I know where it is and tell me. Like seriously, I don't know where these places are. You have to, you know what I mean? It's really not irritating when you guys do this. Go to here, go to there, go to there. I'm in Yorkshire right now. Beautiful, nice West Yorkshire. I'm going shopping. And I'm going to go and visit my friend
going to get
down
pink
here.
trainers.
Yes, I have a friend in West Yorkshire to go and see.
He
and
said,
after that, I might go.
You come to me, Esau. Come to Relton Road now.
Come to Relton. Listen, they understand. You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. You want me, you come find me. I don't want to see you. You're gay. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you people?
I thought in Brixton, but you reckon you're in Yorkshire. How come?
Going up there to visit a friend. What's wrong with that? I'll ask my friends now. Quick spoiler alert, spoiler alert, tomorrow.
He sure does, Captain, lad. He sure does.
Hold on, Esau.
It's called driving.
Right, so you're down in Yorkshire. That means that normally you're above Yorkshire, yeah?
No, I call anywhere up or down. No matter if I say like I'm going down to South and I'm going down to Peckham, or I'm going up to Peckham, same thing for me. I don't really up and down, same thing. I don't really differentiate between directions like that. You know what I mean? I'm going up north, going down north. So I say the same thing. I know people
He's
be
a
like,
bit
huh?
of
Like,
a rapist. He's friends with a rapist. Esau's friends with a rapist.
But listen, tomorrow, the Dream Team got a nice exclusive on Roy Blackburn. Nice exclusive. Like, so we're gonna tell you guys a little something. The reason why he was online, why he was on a chat yesterday, is because we put him there. Like, he had a few places to be, but he can't go there anymore. He's been banned. But we'll give you more information tomorrow. He's officially been barred.
That's not actually true, Esau. I could tell you. It is true. No, it's not, Esau. I could tell you something.
Has who gone to court this week? He's not allowed in.
Look, he's not in your side chat because of anything that you've done.
Who is not going to court? I promise you, he's not allowed in court. Roy Blackburn is barred from court. So thank Esau for that as well. It's my fault why he's barred. Trust me on that one. I'll reveal all tomorrow. All details, everything. down to how it was done, why it was done, what time it was done, and what I did about it, and the measures that went into to make sure he doesn't reappear again. I've done it. He asking me to go right now, take his camera, and turn it on and show himself walking side court. I guarantee you won't last inside 2 minutes, or he'll be asked to leave almost instantly. I bet you any money. And like I said, you'll be thanking me for this tomorrow, all of you. I've ruined his life.
Hoof says he's in court today working on a case.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's lying. Why do you lie so much? Look, idiot, your picture's been posted everywhere. You're not allowed in there no more. I gave your picture over. It was me who did it to you. You're not allowed in. Trust me. You could. I'm going to court. I'm going to court. I'm going to help a case. Mate, you just sit down. Sorry, nonsense. You just sit down the side of in the public garage, staring at people. That's what you do. Taking notes. That's what you do. I've seen you. You have no connection to any case. Stop pretending. I've seen you myself. I know exactly what you do.
Most people sit in the court and just look and take notes because you're not allowed to speak.
He doesn't take notes. And you're not allowed to take notes in court either. That's illegal. Come on, you know that.
No, you are allowed. Snares book Council number 7.
He's not there. He is lying. He's
lying.
We can ring in and check them, but they're going to say to you is Roy Blackburn in there. And if they do, they'll ask him to leave. I promise you. That's why he went to Snaresbrook, because he's not allowed in Chelmsford, is he? Was he told to get out last week? Oh, what shame.
So do your kids go to school in Yorkshire? Do they, Esau? Do your kids go to school in Yorkshire?
My kids aren't even at school yet. What are you talking about? Why are them like?
Where did you pick them up from then? What, you've been leaving your kids with strangers?
Yeah, random people. They're called family.
But they're only babies.
Yeah, random people called family. You know those people you have, like the grannies and granddad. Those people, they're just random people. You know, no names.
No, I don't.
Strangers.
I don't
Well, you don't have a granny and granddad, no? You're actually a bit old to have one still.
I never allowed any of my children to stay with relatives until they could speak competently.
Why?
Because I think kids are too valuable. Because I loved all my children. Yeah.
Let me guess. Was there some type of like narcissist going in your household? That's why you wanted them to be able to speak, so if anything happened. Was that why you didn't trust your relatives? You didn't trust your relatives.
I just think that only a mother understands. Will you listen to the answer? Only a mother or a father understands the children before they can talk coherently exactly what they want.
Wait, Michaela, you see your great-grandparents, they're still alive, aren't they, to be honest? Because, like, we all know your mum was 14. One before that was 14, so judging by that, they should be about the 80s, right? 90s, something like that.
We're talking nonsense.
Listen, on a level, though, yeah, on a level. Why would you, like, I don't know about you, but this is the custom of my family, like, especially when it comes to grandchildren. Like, you take them to granny and granddads, and they get used to them. Like, they stay there. You know, they may even get changed.
You've got family in Yorkshire, so granny and granddad live in Yorkshire, yeah?
Yeah, they do. They don't speak that scummy on me. That's why I'm a little bit concerned about her accent and her schooling, because you're not taught to speak like that. It's in you. Like she just.
No, so it was your girlfriend that done the porn bomb, was it?
What are you talking about? Michaela.
Well, you're with a white lady, aren't you? You're with a white lady.
No, I'm not. Listen, Michaela. All right, two things, Michaela. No. I need to school. They're not. Well, they are mixed. I'm mixed. Listen, Michaela, I want to explain something quickly, yeah?
Captain a charity shop, baby. Yeah. Because some of you didn't want them socks, would only take them into a charity shop. You know what I mean? Second-hand orange socks.
You said
unwanted socks section.
Why am I getting notification for your flipping streams? I don't get it. I'm not sub to you. You can check this right now. I'm not sub to you. Why am I getting notification for all your streams? That's why I came on here. I saw notification. I looked. I was like, I'm not sub to you. Why are you popping up? So I had to hop on and give you some.
Because they know that you're a fan.
No. I just look. I put it like Michaela. Look, Michaela. No, Michaela. You give better than Rowan. No, you give better than Rowan does. See, the thing is, I'd rather give it to Rowan, just to annoy him. But you give it back. Like, at least you give it back. Rowan's kind of like meek and a bit, he's not man enough. At least if you you are a man or half, or you know what I mean. You know what you are. You're more man than Hector. But at least you find
coming from the Squiggly Puff that cried when he left and went to Bulgaria to get away from him. He's saying he's not man enough. He's man enough to get from you. He's Squiggly Puff. Couldn't get no further away, like.
I like that. I mean, you give as good as you get, and you like to step back and forth. I know you do. Just like me, I don't mind it. I find it hilarious.
Weirdo.
It was interesting listening to you and Bleachy yesterday go back and forth because I know you guys don't like me and don't like her, but she's crazy, and you all can see that. You know she's mental. You're fully aware that.
I think you're a little bit mental, to be honest.
I'm not. I'm perfectly sane.
Well, you've been hanging around with mental cases that have encouraged your mental illness.
Listen, Brian Hull's a perfect community. Brian Hull is an outside memories community. Brian Hull's looked up to it and rebellion community, just like Rodney is. They're not criminals. I like the people you hang out with. You hang out with criminals. Who's a criminal? Wasp is a criminal. Wendy's a criminal. Kimberly's a criminal. Can't believe it. Kimberly. Scully Bunny's a criminal. All these people have convictions. I ain't got any.
So what was you flashing on the screen that you wanted me to see?
I don't know. Maybe if you go back, if you record it, you can try and find landmarks. See where I was. If you're recording it. If not, then don't know. I tried to show you. You should put it on the big screen and you can see. You can share it.
Oh, by the way, big up Jupiter. I forgot how good you was, yeah. Big up Jupes.
I put you on the big screen. You're going to porn bomb. Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not going to. See, this phone actually has me porn it, believe it or not. One of my devices is actually dead. This one has no porn. These are pictures I have this phone right now. That one and this one. That's it. I can't porn bomb you right now. I haven't got the capacity to. I'm on the device.
Oh, isn't that sweet? You see that, Cam? The only two pictures you've still got stored is mine and yours.
Well, Jupiter, that's not exactly all painted the picture. Kimberly is ugly. And
I
Kimberly
take it as a compliment. You couldn't get rid of the photo.
Are you trying to annoy me? Are you trying to annoy me?
Party boy.
Are you trying to annoy me, Michaela?
Oh, it's party boy.
I'm into the chat, yeah. This other person's voice is speaking. I don't know who this is. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they came from. So I always continue speaking to Michaela, and you don't exist. So if I was you, if that person's voice, if I was her, I'd take it over those, or really just end it all, jump in front of oncoming traffic, or slip their wrist or something.
If you was a lot of people, you'd take an overdose, but somehow you managed to live with yourself, which is really
listen, if you were me for a day, you'd be like, holy crap, this body's amazing. Look what you can do.
If I had to live with you for
like,
a day,
this face is good too. No, you'd be happy. You'd be happy. It's like your husband will be happy. Your husband will be happy because you'd be like, oh my god, I burn in the sun. I burn in the sun. I burn in the sun. My skin goes red. You'd be happy. Trust.
I would definitely be happy with your charge too.
Are you sure about that?
That's the best I can do, guys, to be fair.
Yeah, my skin don't go red. What you saying?
Your
skin goes red. You actually believe you're a white guy?
Okay, I'm very fair skinned, so there's a lot of things, wasn't it?
You're very fair skinned, so you're very fair skinned, but you know you're not white. You're mad.
Well, that is though. So
Gypsy doesn't know what he is.
That's worse, actually.
I could be one of those people who say, I'm white today, I'm black tomorrow. I could do that if I wanted to. Ain't no skin to find us. It's piss you off. It pisses you guys off. You're like, you can't do that. Yes, I can.
Exactly, Shell. Fucking degenerate, dad. That's for sure.
Come on, man. I know mixed race people are raised up by white people in their lives. They see themselves as being white dudes or white women.
So, Esau, when you getting your up? When you getting your up?
Who is this talking?
When you getting your up?
I don't know this person. I've always been here. Listen.
When you getting your up?
I feel sorry for you, okay? The reason why I feel sorry for you because listen, you're surrounded by criminals. You're surrounded by people for a lot.
Yeah, it's the best I can do,
You're
but
surrounded yourself for who? And you know he's a nonce.
No, you're transgender.
Can feel he's a nonce.
So you're obsessed with noncery.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is.
You see paedophilia everywhere you go.
Your son said some really disgusting. Before I came online, yeah, and this goes back to the easy days. I'm not bringing easy into the same back to the easy days. Now, there was a bunch of people online.
is it gone? Is it gone when I moved up? Yeah.
And when you have people like, saying like, oh, I got gangs, I got this one down. Listen, he's not a cop, he's not a detective. Roy Blackburn, I'll keep saying it again, the type of person to have child, pornography on his device and say, oh, Yoda can trap pedophiles, or Yoda can trap pedophiles. He's the type of person to do that. Facts. If no one here can see it, no one here can listen to that, oh, I can have it, you can't. It's like, why would anyone else want to have that on their phone? But he's got it. I'm telling you, he's got it.
Esau, I'd say you're a paedophile. The way you speak around kids, you're a paedophile.
Oh, Cara's one. Cara must have been one. I'll show her dad abused her as well. Yeah, your friend Cara was okay. I heard her power the other day. Yeah, she was a victim of her father's sexual assault as well. He used to battle her backside. He did.
You see, why you
make tell you about Cara.
Does it hurt you that she says
when you speak to Cara next, listen, when you speak to Cara next, please, when you speak to Cara next, tell her about her dad and say, I feel sorry for her. My heart goes out. And this is another thing I want to say is,
just because you touch your kids, just because you fiddle with your kids, doesn't mean everybody else does.
I feel sorry for you, Irish Flame, man. I really do. And I'm going to say this to you directly, yeah. I apologize.
Have they called Brian's son yet?
Irish Flame was the one that what it was, I saw a bunch of racist white people, and unfortunately for Irish Flame, you got tied into that crush like some of you did. I'm not going to lie. I did put a lot of you into that car. I was like, you know what, you're all the same, like. So yeah, I may or may not have seen Irish assault me, but I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't have the screenshot to prove it, but I apologize for never said to her. After hearing her on Robbins the other day, you know what? I never disliked you. If anything, I was a little bit that he was siding with Wendy. That's all. If you want to talk about Irish, feel free to hop on Brian's, we'll chat about it. But I personally, that's how I saw at the time. You were siding with them lot when they were doing their thing with the whole, the N-bomb and Esau thing. I saw a white person.
Why are you here?
That's what I saw.
He's over that bad. Why'd you beg to get on here?
That's all right. I'm talking about it's your channel.
You're a beg. You're a fucking beg.
Okay, anyway, Michaela, I feel sorry for
you. Don't like us. Fuck off.
You have people.
It's quite simple. Fuck off. Bye bye.
Please commit suicide. Please commit suicide.
Yes. Have a normal conversation and stop being a retard.
Well, then then control your little puppet. It's real simple.
Number one, you're talking to Irish Flame. Irish Flame doesn't even come on my show, and she isn't in my
Irish Flame is listening, and she wasn't on Charlie Blaine. She's listening. Irish Flame's always listening. But I'm just saying, I heard her on Romans, yeah. It was put out to me, and I was like, no, I never actually had a problem with her. I'm being serious. I just tied her into. You. Wait, Trooper, it's your fault why I gave people like that smoke. Anyone that I saw sign with Wendy at that time was getting it. I'm sorry, like that's tight.
How's that my fault? If she sides with Wendy, how is that my fault?
Because of you, because you lied. You told lies. Remember the lie you told? Esau sold her husband first, and then she was racist. We all know that was a lie, but you said that. And there were dumb people in the chat like Pauline Smith, Moon Plonker, and all those idiots that will believe stuff like that because they go, no, Jupiter said it's true. It must be true. And there were a lot of them that was like, no, he did say that, and it was wrong. So I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you because people like you. That I saw white. My mum not white. My mum was white. Maybe it's the story. My mum is not white.
No, there's no self-accountability. You can't make up your own mind, no?
I'm telling you how I saw it. I'm telling you how I saw it. All the racist white people got together and sided with Wendy and Drupal. That's what happened.
Do you think I care?
Oh, poor Esau.
Do you think I care? Do you think we care whether you talk to Irish Flame or not?
I know you don't care. I don't care what you think. I'm telling her something. I know. Listen. I never had an issue with her. Yes, I said some heinous things to her, but guess what? When it comes to race and all that shit, yeah, I will kill a person for saying that stuff. I'm being serious. I'll break all my jaw. I have no problem. If Wendy said that to me in her face, I'd have cut her throat wide open, straight up, watch her bleed out. And Drupal, if you had backed her, I would have caused you harm as well in real life. Seriously.
Esau, you can't cause me no harm. I've told you to come to my address, and you don't come.
I'll do it worse. If you had done that shit stuff on my face, what your friend done, you would have got it worse than what his bear done to you. I promise you. I'd have messed you up.
You should have big hard one. Whatever.
I just don't pay
No one's
people.
scared of
I would
you,
have messed you
Esau.
up.
No
I
one's
would
scared
mess
of
you up
you.
real bad. Seriously.
No one's scared of
I'm
you, Esau. You
raw
can't
like
even
that.
show your face.
I'm raw like that. I'm raw like that. You know
You're
what I'm saying?
a fucking wimp. You are a wimp.
I'm not the type of
Nobody's
person
scared of
who
you.
want to start with. I will actually cut you up or do horrible speaking.
He means on the road.
I know.
He'll cut you off in the car.
Big up, Cara, love. Maybe Freedom's scared of him. Yeah, I think Freedom's scared of him.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the car. Yeah, I'll cut up in the car. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
No, it's okay to kids in the back though.
You
So I
wouldn't
can
be able
start
to
fucking
slice up
swearing now. You know that.
fucking. You couldn't even slice up a tomato, mate.
Okay, I doubt that. But I'm just saying, I'm just being real with you. Racism into my face is not tolerated. Like, seriously, zero tolerance. Violence is what I mean of racist. So I'm just saying, Jingle, yeah, that stuff that you were.
So what time are you meeting up? What time are you going round? What time are you going round to Brian's house?
Brian?
Yeah.
Soon. Well, no, sorry. What's today? Friday. I'm with Brian tomorrow.
You don't even know what day it is. You don't even know what day.
Big up, Banter, my friend. Big up.
No.
No, because I'm checking. I'm actually doing something for that. Hey, you know, he hit me online last night.
He's friends with a rapist. Selective outrage. Oh. He's so friends with a rapist.
It's working, you know?
You wasn't working. Stop telling lies. You do work.
Okay. All right. You know everything about me.
You don't work.
Everything about me. Yeah.
You sit online all day.
You don't work, bro. You can only afford £50 trainers and not very good ones at that. And charity shop socks. You don't work. Stop lying.
Playing computer games.
If you say so. And you know what? I'm not gonna try to do is go into show
fucking Fortnite and poke your nose into other people's business all fucking day on YouTube. That's fucking muppet.
That doesn't work with me. Don't go into anything. I go to. I make people do stuff, not the other way around. I make people go do that. I make people turn racist. I also can make people jump off their rooftops or throw
listen to him.
You don't have to be
listen to him.
You don't do it.
Yeah, you actually believe all that shit, don't you? You actually think that you affect people enough.
Does it make sense?
So if you believe, hold on, I want to ask you a question. Listen, remember what I said, two-way conversations. If you think you're so powerful because you can make people kill themselves, you're telling me that that's what motivates you? Is that what motivates you?
I didn't say it motivates me. It's I'm telling you, I know exactly what I drive people mad on here. I know I do. And I do it intentionally. Anyone who thinks can try and get at me, I get back at them. Look at Wendy. Wendy's a perfect example. Jupiter, we'll get him, Jupiter. Look what I end up doing to Jupiter. Sorry, Wendy. I end up making Wendy go nuts. Sorry, I said Wendy to hug a grave. That's what she said, allegedly. I mean, no, I didn't do that. I'm just saying to humor you guys for a second, I humor myself. I said Wendy to hug a grave in the middle of the night.
Freedom. Don't get it twisted. It's not my government, bro. I never voted for him. It's your government. They sit in London. It's your government. Yeah. Phase 5. Accept responsibility. Don't blame it on the Welsh. Phase 6. Stop building mosques. I digress.
I drive 80 miles.
Just Apple, get the link, please.
Yes,
I'm happy with that. That to me makes me happy. You know why? I know she's lying. Number one. Number two, it's Wendy. I don't care about her. I don't care if she's got eyes. Tell about me. Does that make me inhuman?
Do you think people really care what you think?
You're not a human.
Yes, I do. That's why they're all following me and trying to catch me. Like, oh, we'll find you, Esau. We will, Esau. Oh, we're gonna get you. That's why you're obsessed. Think about it. Think about it. Remember, Jafar?
We want him. We want him. Give us some details, Kate. Give us some details. We want him.
Remember, Jafar? That's what you said.
We want him.
Do you know what? You do remind me of a little kid without a dummy sometimes. Like, you do remind me, like, where's my dummy? Where's my dummy? Real.
And we want him.
Listen to him.
That doesn't mean that we care what you think.
Charlotte in the house. Charles Ray. Charles Ray's in the house, people. Charles Ray. Big up to Charles Ray in the house.
Take the suit, Esau. Take the suit. You'll love this, man. This is epic.
This stupid man, Charles Ray. Have a kick. Have a kick.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
But like I said, I'll say it again, yeah. Anyone who tries to fucking lie, I'll try to be crazy.
Oh, God.
I'll say stuff.
Esau, nobody takes you seriously.
Oh, and ask Kimberly.
Esau, nobody takes you seriously. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo.
You guys love me. I'll try to be crazy. You don't love
Right, so Esau, you're in a car, you've got your children in the back, and you're acting like this. Do you think that's a responsible parent?
No, I'm not the car anymore. I'm not the car anymore. I'm driving 5 minutes ago.
We can hear you driving.
Liar.
What are you talking here? I'm outside. I'm
Liar.
Yeah, we can hear you on the motorway. And you've got your kids.
What are you talking about, Moe? I'm not driving. I'm not driving. What are you talking about? Driving. Shut up.
Okay, so you're a passenger. And you are talking about in front of your kids like this. What? And you think you're a good father?
I'm not a passenger either. I'm not driving. What is the matter with you? I'm not in a car. I'm in my house now. I'm about to go to the toilet. Have another 2, and then come and enjoy some more.
Oh, come on, Freedom. Let's be fair. They don't have no say in our little Welsh assembly. It's all from London, bro. Everything is done from London. Come on, you know that. Let's not argue about fucking bricks and mortar. Our little assembly they don't fucking get nothing done. They've tucked us up, granted, but it's all come from London. It's not get it twisted, bro. You can't blame us Welsh for everything. Fuck's sake. There's only 3 million of us, man.
Michaela, you have your kids in your household when you're 3 o'clock in the morning, they have GCSE exams. You're not a good mother. Your son, Noncy Joe, yeah, likes underage children. And you're okay with that. Keep that in mind.
Well, that's another lie you've just said, but you're
That's
not.
not a lie, it's true. I've seen the post. Do you want to read it now? Oh my God, should we have to go right now?
You read the post. He said one lame joke when he was 19. You want to grow
It
up?
wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke. He was serious. You and I both know that. Papa was serious.
I'm not even going to sit here and justify anything with you because I know the truth. You don't.
Liar, 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 liar.
Dupes, the funny thing is, he sits there and says this, right? But it's all right for him to sit and speak to somebody that threatens to slit kids' throats and chop their fingers off.
He didn't do that. What are you talking about? Who done that? Who do I hang out with that? No one's done that.
Ryan. Ryan did.
No one does that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ryan did.
Everything you do is a projection.
Who's Ryan?
Ryan did.
Who's Ryan? Don't know. Who's Ryan? Who's Ryan? I don't know who Ryan is.
Ryan!
Ryan. I don't know who Ryan is. I don't know who Ryan is. I don't know who Ryan is. Whoever Ryan is, yeah, tell him to holler at me. Tell Ryan to holler at me, innit? He's like a straight up stand up guy.
Sticking up for his boyfriend now, or his daddy. Yeah.
I like to meet him for a drink.
Esau, you can't fucking sit there and say stuff about other people when you speak to people that you think are good.
Ryan,
That ain't going to happen, Freedom. Fucking hell, man. It's not going to happen, is it?
I'll have Esau if it's a no, you're going to stay online and die online while I'm making bigger better things. Meanwhile, by the way,
and let's get this straight, Freedom. Your fucking government should have sorted out Brexit back in 2016. Yeah? And if they sorted it out then we wouldn't even be having this discussion now, would we? So it's you a fucking country, you a government. Yeah? That's fucked up, Britain. There's nothing to do with the Welsh Assembly. Yeah? Because there's only 3 million of us. £1,600 a month. Are you simple? Where did you get that from? A fucking Beano magazine? You fucking mad you are, bro.
What?
Do you think this is normal behaviour? The way you're
Big up,
talking?
Morph. Big up, lad.
You talk about normal behavior, you tell lies on a regular.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
I'm talking
Your
about
sons
all
are
your
not that normal
sophisticated monging out that you do.
Like this.
Your sons are not that normal behavior. Have you heard somebody speak?
Right, so that's Brian getting beside you. Why is Brian doing silly noises as well?
Brian's my G. Brian's not a foil. Brian is not
No, that fucking traitorous bastard has started building mosques and that, haven't he? Tiling mosques and that from. Yeah? Bringing them over in his fucking HGV and fucking tiling up mosques and that from. Over our churches.
criminal. Brian is a...
Dude.
Brian is a
And he got
criminal. He stole from a children's hospital.
Yeah, that was what, nearly 15 years ago. That charge is what they put out there in the
and he was such a good role model that his son's now on the run.
No, his son's not on the run. What are you talking about?
Well, his son's on the run. The police want him, and the last time they see him was outside a kid's school.
There's no woman.
Well, there's no room in England now for him, Freedom, is it? Up to a chock-a-block now in England, are they? Rammed it. Yeah? The English are up to their fucking eyeballs in them, ain't they? Let's be fair, you should have got the job done in 2016 when we fucking voted to come out. You're fucking around since. You have. Fucking blame us.
It's the woman whose son says nasty words about baby.
Did you report that life she lived on?
I don't stick up for none of them, Freedom. I don't stick up for none of them. I'm free stick up for my countrymen. Yeah? I stick up for my countrymen. Fucking like nothing like you spineless fucking youths in England. Yeah. Nothing like you, but if you had more of a backbone, we wouldn't be in this mess. Freedom. Since there's more of you. Considerably more of you. I don't know what's happened to you Englishmen. What the fuck, like? Building mosques. Tiling up mosques and are ready for them. Fucking hell, you've got a cheek. You've got a cheek, bud.
How dare I?
As typical English and that. Blame the fucking Welsh. Blame the Welsh for your fuck ups and that. You can't even fucking get Brexit done. Couldn't even do that. Couldn't even honour the referendum that the people voted for. You're still fucking trying to. Can't even fucking police our borders. On the east coast of England. You fucking rubbish you are.
Need to report to the police.
How dare you, Michaela? How dare you, Michaela?
My son nicks eyelashes and stands outside kids' schools.
I don't know Brian's son. Do you know him? Have you met him before? You ever spoken to him?
And let it be known here now, Taffy thinks all the governments are wrong hands. Every single fucking one of them. Every MP that calls himself an MP, Member of Parliament, is a wrong un. And none of them got a love for fucking Britain, let alone England, Scotland, Ireland. None of them. They're all traitorous fucking cunts. But you, as the majority in England, voted them in. Voted them in. Year after year after year. And look at the mess we're in. Look at the fucking mess you put us in.
No, I've heard him on the live stream.
Take some responsibility, bro.
But if you spoke, do you know him? I
Take some
don't know him. I've never met him
responsibility.
before. I've only spoken to him maybe like what, once? I don't know him. I don't know who this man is. Do you know him?
No. No.
Okay. If you have any information, you should give it to the police like, about his whereabouts. But I don't know him, so I can't comment when I don't know. That would be like, lying, right?
Well, you do know where his whereabouts is.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking.
Well, you didn't, though, did you? You had an HGV, but you didn't. I would imagine you was bringing them in rather than sending them out. Come on in. Slip me a couple of pound. Yeah. I got a lovely tiled up mosque waiting for you.
Oh, how would I know where he is? Do I know him? I don't live with him. I don't have a guitar. I don't know anything about him. But you seem to know a lot about him.
Brian knows where he is. Brian
does not know where he is. Trust me on that one.
Brian's got contact with him.
The police.
I'll be putting 50 caliber fucking guns out on the fucking East Coast, bro. If I had my way, I'd put 50 caliber guns in the fucking English Channel. No bullets hitting, just warning shots, of course. Just warning shots. Nothing hits the boats. Nothing hits the precious dinghies. We don't want to sink them. Yeah, we don't want that on our hands. Mutiny out at sea. Yeah, warning shots. A couple of warning shots with a 50 caliber gun, and they'll soon get the idea. They don't know you're doing warning shots. Yeah. Fucking stop them dinghies by.
Would have been to his house already, ascertained that fact already. And guess
Rule
what?
Britannia be fucked. Rule the waves. Couldn't even fucking police the English Channel. You fucking jokers.
Yeah, the police have not been called around yet, so I'm guessing they know where he is and they're looking for him.
Well, we know he hasn't left the country yet.
I don't know that. I don't know him. You obviously know more than me. You should be helping the police with the investigation. You're not telling me shit.
Chips, can I please play my new song? It's only 30 seconds.
What do you think?
Hey,
listen, what else you have to say after Scarlet AIDS? Hey, what else you have to say? AIDS? What have you got to say? AIDS, HIV? What have you got? HIV, AIDS, cancer? What have you got to say? Ovaries, your testicles are bothering you? What?
Oh my
What is it?
That's
cancer, ovary, which one?
Here's
I know what you're like. You got what cancer today? What cancer?
You just play it. Charlotte, just play it.
Go and play it on mute while you play a pathetic song. Retard. That's all retard. I like that name.
Yeah, I hear you more for now. We'll do our duty, bro. We'll do our duty, you know. It's a pity the fucking majority of the country couldn't do theirs.
Golly, Martin, you get royalties for this.
If I'm not mistaken, that's you.
Have you heard that voice? Wait, where she got an interview? I've got an interview tape where she spoke to the police.
I don't know what to make of that, to be fair.
That is you, Esau. That's how ridiculous you actually sound to other people. That is how insanely ridiculous you are. How old are you?
Become a kid, Jessica Fletcher. Crackhead.
This is like walking into fucking somewhere that you think is going to be half decent. You sit down.
Rodney, there is none, bro. There is none. His hatred for Jupiter has clouded his judgment. He's lost the fucking plot and that. He's tiling up mosques and that, he is and that. Yeah, while he calls himself Freedom for Britain. He's an absolute joke.
Down to have a pint and a load of fucking circus people turn up.
I'm laughing because it's true.
You're an absolute joke, Freedom for Britain, you are. Fair play to you.
Esau, show me your fridge.
How can I when I'm not at home? Think about it.
So you're driving all the way. You're driving all the way home. You want my attention so badly that you're the first person.
I don't live in Yorkshire. Trust me on that one. And why do you want to see my fridge so badly? What's up with that? And not being funny, I refuse to. You know why? Because the stuff inside there with actual flags in them. It will give me a rough location where I am. It's not going to happen. So you have to try something else.
You said you was at home. You said you'd already got home.
Yeah, I'm walking out now. Can you hear I'm walking? A second.
No, you're still in the car. You're being driven. I can hear you're still in the car.
There's no one driving. What are you talking about driving? Oh my God! Look, Michaela, there's no driving. I don't know what you're listening to. Oh, that sound. Oh, that's my dryer. You mean that's not
Freedom, you were a twat. You are a twat, like, yeah. You just texting stuff, right? Typing stuff for there, and you haven't got a fucking clue what you're talking about. You haven't got a fucking clue what you're on about, like. You are a joke, bud. You are a joke, bud. Fair play. Go have a drink, bud. Go and have a drink.
that humming sound. That's a dryer. You guys are so dumb. I'm a maid. I live at home and just what you call it?
Yeah, maybe that morphine has got to your head, bro. You're on too much morphine.
My name's Manny.
You're not a nanny.
My name is Manny. My name is Manny. Right now.
Oi, Freedom. Leave that crack alone.
I'm a Manny. I'm a Manny.
You're not a Manny. You work in a care home.
Me with the care. Look, Michaela, I don't like old people. Can't you tell? What makes me old people save my care? Imagine I was in my care. I'd have killed you ages ago.
You work in a care home.
I put COVID on the flipping pork. Yeah, it's COVID. It's COVID. Like, what was that abrasion on the head? And why has it got like cut marks? Oh, I think it's COVID. I'm like, it's COVID. We're talking about it's COVID.
Anyway, so if you're at home, show me your fridge.
I'm not at home. You know what? Okay, look, it's okay. I'm gonna show around now. Yeah? Just for you, just for you, just for you, and just for you only. Just for you only, because no one else can see it. I like that.
You're so definitely wearing monkey right now.
There you go. There you go.
You didn't put it on long enough. That weren't long enough for me to see. Show me your fridge.
You're trying to find.
He's definitely wearing monkey right now, so watch out.
So you say, Freedom for Britain. So you say. So you say.
You saw that.
We don't even know if you fucking broke your ankle, you little shammer. Eh? Fucking shammer.
I'm not doing it against you. Trying, it's not gonna work.
You flipped it on. You didn't show me what
you fucking triggered morphine, yeah? Huh?
For your old age, not happening. It's not my problem.
Making up lies and to fucking be relevant, like. Whoa.
Oh my God! Wait, did this woman who has every ailment known to man, including cancer, HIV, and
that's how we. I guarantee that's how Freedom sleeps at night, yeah. Make up lies to be relevant. Sleep at night. Thinking everybody got to do what he got to do, and everybody's fucking if he says it's right, yeah. Call yourself Freedom for Britain and you're tiling up mosques in Britain. You're tiling up mosques and that for them. You're a fucking joke, bruv. You're a fucking walking, talking, limping joke.
And you have every mental.
You are a joke, bro.
You have more personality.
Get over into fucking Bleeding Arts chat. She love you fucking. She love you fuckery over there. Yeah, they'll lap her up over there. Yeah, they'll pick you up and that over there, they will. Go on, get over there where you belong. You fucking nuisance.
I don't have anything. I'm like, so clear and very funny. I like mocking people. This is what I've got to realise, yeah. And I like mocking mad people. You know what? I like mocking mad people. I do. I like mocking mad people. I love mocking people who are crazy. Especially the ones that I'm experienced. I like it.
I don't even know what he's saying, Cara. I've lost the
I don't either.
All I can hear is and by the way, that
Morph, want to hear something funny? Yeah, Esau cries about fucking. Oh, Taffy threatened to rape me. Taffy threatened to rape me. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Dream Team Esau is friends with a rapist.
Powder jam.
Why are you friends with rapists?
What are you talking about now?
Your friend the rapist.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
You've done over a brothel.
Is it? You get 15 years.
You're the one who was bragging about it online. Why are you friends with them kind of people?
I don't know. You licked our brothel, so what?
What do you mean, so what?
So what?
Why would you want to be friends
brothels
with those
get robbed.
kind of
Brothels get robbed every day. Brothels get robbed all the time, Michaela. You know that.
You're fucking
Listen,
something
Michaela.
Oh, get out here, I don't want to see your fucking shit no more. Get out here.
But you know that.
Oh, shit, I blocked the wrong person.
You
Look what you made me do now.
Right? That your friends are getting fucking
Jesus, Morph, I gotta fucking come back in another name, Morph. I blocked you. I'll have to go down and block you somewhere.
You're fucking a son of a rich kid. We know of rich people. We know you're not.
Listen, do you realise do you know the kind of people rob brothels? Loads of people. How do you know my friend didn't get a little disease and want to go in and make them pay for it?
You fucking
for
knob.
God's sake, don't be silly.
Are you serious? How do you know?
Life experience, mate.
No, I'm being serious. If I went to a brothel and I got a sting like that, I'd probably go out there and burn the place down to myself. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't do fuck off.
So how's your mate Mickey?
Who the
fuck is Mickey? Don't know that as well. I'm just saying that. Can I say it again? If I got burnt by a brothel, I probably would burn the place down myself. What's wrong with that?
Can I ask you a question?
I don't believe you. I don't think you've got the guts, Esau, to be truthful.
Okay, Esau, you backed up Chrissy Morris. Esau, you backed Chrissy Morris for months.
Whatever you say, Michaela, and I don't drive as well, according to Wendy.
You backed Chrissy Morris, Esau, for months and months and months.
And I have no British passport. I'm not British at all. Like, not at all.
I believe that. I know that.
Yeah,
Can you show us your fridge? Show us your fridge.
I have no. I don't eat. I have no food. I'm not usually cooking online. I have no food. No. Show me your fridge, Michaela. You don't eat, Michaela. You eat cigarettes. You're never eating. Michaela, you're never eating.
Listen, you can't have mouth off without eating, mate.
You're never eating. You're never.
You made me do another, you cunt. Made me block my fucking Welsh brother. You fucking knobhead.
She's a girl.
Yeah, I know.
She's young.
Only kid, but she don't sound like she's 16, does she?
That's exactly what Wasp did yesterday. He when Eric ECB called him out, the first thing.
Freedom's gone and my brother Morph is gone. Oh, Morph, sorry, bro.
One sentence, please. When Eric ECB jumped onto Wasp yesterday, he said to him, listen, did you hear what they done?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, bro. Don't hold it against me.
Getting away with Morris. That's all you had to say. That was Russell's big reply. Oh, you know, but it's Morris. Don't be backing up Morris. He's not backing up Morris. He's talking about his daughter, the same person who was saying, oh, we have to get Morris away from his daughter. We have to get away from his daughter. He's far from his daughter. Now it's okay to, you know, abuse her. Doesn't make any sense, does it?
On your mouse.
I'm really lost. Shaking my head, scratching my head at like how people's brains think. I'm just like, well, boy. Well, boy.
Mouse got your mouse.
Boy. Some of you are real idiots, man.
So yeah, where's that fucking what's this now, guys? Played this earlier, right? And it's so apt now, right? It's just so apt, right? Listen to this. Listen to this.
The story of Esau teaches us the dangers of having a lack of self-control.
Listen to
it
this,
teaches
guys.
us about how we can place ourselves in eternal jeopardy over a moment, a single moment of sin and selfish pleasure. So how bad was the sin that Esau committed? Well, let's go right into the beginning of time when God makes a promise in the book of Genesis to Adam and Eve. He promises that through Adam and Eve's family line, a man will come who will defeat Satan and death. After Adam and Eve, along came a man named Abraham, and the same promise was given. The problem is that Abraham and his wife were very old and unable to have kids. Despite that, later in life, God gives them a son named Isaac. Isaac ends up having twin sons. The oldest name is Esau, and the younger is Jacob. According to Jewish culture, Esau should have the birthright, and the promise to save humanity through his offspring should be passed down. However, due to his desire of the flesh and lack of care for the promises of God, he loses the opportunity to be the one by which the promise of God would be fulfilled. We can most clearly see the heart of Esau in Genesis 25:29 through 34. It says, "Once when Jacob was cooking stew, Esau came in from the field and he was exhausted. And Esau said to Jacob, 'Let me eat some of that red stew, for I am exhausted.' Therefore his name was called Edom. Jacob said, 'Sell me your birthright now.' Esau said, 'I am about to die. Of what use is a birthright to me?' Jacob said, 'Swear to me now.' So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob.
Sold his birthright for a fucking stew.
Then Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew, and he ate and drank and rose and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. This was incredibly significant and equally a careless thing for Esau to do, because the promise of God to save the world would be fulfilled through the son who had the birthright. Not only that, but he would be the one in charge of the family. This was a great honor to have at this time in history. However, we see that Esau is indifferent when it comes to this birthright. After a long day of work, Esau is tired and hungry. He has the ability to cook his own food and has access to clean water, yet he wants to feed his desire right now instead of simply waiting. He asks for some red stew from his brother. When the words red stew are translated from Hebrew, it can literally be translated as red. This shows us that the stew was not anything fancy or over the top. The author does not even know what is in the stew. It is a simple red stew. His brother Jacob was ready to capitalize on any situation. So instead of just giving his brother a bowl of stew, he offers him a deal. For a bowl of stew, Esau is to give up his birthright. That means after the death of their father, Jacob would then be in charge. He would inherit everything, including the promise of an offspring that would save the world and defeat Satan. That promise would be transferred from Esau to Jacob. Esau does not think twice about it. Esau didn't care about inheritance. Esau was all about self-gratification, so he traded his birthright for the stew and then simply went on his way. Imagine that. The birthright was customarily passed down from father to eldest son, yet he despised his inheritance. He left and did not care about his birthright. He wasn't concerned about the blessing of God one bit. His focus is to fulfill his own desire. We see a little deeper into Esau's heart in the book of Hebrews. Hebrews 12, verse 15 to 17 says, "See to it that no one fails to obtain the grace of God, that no root of bitterness springs up and causes trouble, and by it many become defiled, that no one is sexually immoral or unholy like Esau, who sold his birthright for a single meal. For you know that afterward, when he desired to inherit the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no chance to repent, though he sought it with tears.
Don't leave me real. Oh, don't leave me real.
The Amplified translation paints a better picture of Esau's remorse when he realized what he had done. The Bible says, "And see to it that no one is immoral or godless like Esau, who sold his own birthright for a single meal. For you know that later on, when he wanted to regain title to his inheritance of the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no opportunity for repentance. There was no way to repair what he had done, no chance to recall the choice he had made, even though he sought for it with bitter tears." When Esau did not care at the time that he was selling away his birthright, he would later go on to regret it immensely. And we should learn from this. While the desires of the flesh look good at the moment, they lead to regret and brokenness in the end. C.S. Lewis put it best when he said, "We are half-hearted creatures, fooling about with drink and sex and ambition when infinite joy is offered to us, like an arrogant child who wants to go on making mud pies in a slum because he cannot imagine what is meant by the offer of a holiday at the sea. We are far too easily pleased." Esau was given the opportunity of a lifetime to be the one that the blessing of God would come through, but traded it all for a bowl of stew. He traded the vacation by the sea for mud pies in the backyard.
What?
The story of Esau is a warning to us. While it may be easy to live life with a lack of self-control, this will lead to missing out on the blessings of God. Just because something looks good and right in the moment does not mean we should take it, as it may lead us away from God. While the desires of the flesh satisfy now, they will lead to a life without the blessing of God. Instead, God calls us to be people of self-control. We do not have to give in to every desire we have, as we have something greater waiting for us. This was not the only time Esau gave into the desires of the flesh. We see it happen over and over. Imagine what would have happened if Esau had not given into his desires. The offspring that would come and defeat sin and Satan, whose name is Jesus, would have come through the line of Esau. Instead of writing songs about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, it would be the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. The same is true to some extent in our life. We are missing the blessing of God by giving into the desires of the flesh. While the flesh tells us that pornography, sleeping with others outside of marriage, giving into anger all the time, and gossiping behind each other's back feels good, it will end up leading to destruction. This very sin may even lead to you missing the blessing of God. Let us not become people like Esau.
Let us not become people like Esau. And what a good place to leave that on this stream, guys. Let us not become people like Esau. Yeah, I'm good, Rick. I'm good, bro. My car, I went to get my car earlier, innit? And didn't look like the one I before he got pinched, like, to be fair. Didn't yeah. I won't go too deep into it. But yeah. What do you expect when you have a stolen car back after 4 months? Do you know what I mean? But Yeah, I got it back. Right. So, yeah. Anyway, the moral of this fucking stream is there on the screen. I don't want to see none of you sat in the fucking house, sat on with your hands on your head, thinking, what have I fucking done? What have I done? Why am I cunt? Why do nobody like me? No, Rick. It's all good, bro. It's all good, isn't it? I mean, what do you expect? Your car gets pinched and it comes back 4 months later. You're not expecting miracles, but I won't expect any more I seen either, to be fair. Yeah. That's something I'll have to sort out again when in time. In all good time. All good time, lad. All good time. But yeah, thank you for coming over, guys. Much respect, blessings, sweet dreams and all. And I most probably do another stream tomorrow. Cunting him off. I'm getting quite good at it now. Yeah. And have a little look back through the stream where Esau is going, oh, well, he threatened to Taff, he threatened to rape me. Yeah. There's proof on the stream that he's actually got friends who's rapists. He got friends who's rapists. Who have a little skip back through the stream, right? Yeah. Only got to go back about 15 minutes and you'll find it. Yeah. So it's selective outrage for our Welshman called Taff with regards to Esau. Yeah. I'm doing it because he threatened to rape me even though I got friends as rapists. Fuck off. Anyway. Good night, guys. God bless.